I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I want to thank all of you for our victory, because if it wasn't for all of you, we would not be here tonight celebrating. I am so honored and I'm deeply humbled that the people of the 8th Congressional District during this incredibly tough year have decided to send me back to Congress and to be their voice. Our supporters, our friends, our volunteers, for my family, Mark and my parents, Gloria and Spencer. You know, it's really the success is all of us. Democrats, Republicans, independents, Greens, Libertarians, people who decide not to affiliate with any party. We built a different kind of campaign this year. Between a crowd and a community. When you're in a crowd, you're pushing, you're shoving, you're jockeying for position. But when you're in a community, you stop for a second, you acknowledge one another. You let the other pass you by. You realize that if we're all going in the same direction, it's going to be a whole lot better if we all move at the same pace and help one another. Community is that in a community you can disagree without being disagreeable. The values that I grew up with, from very conservative grandparents on one side and very liberal grandparents on the other, a mother and father who taught me that you've got to respect one another and you work together and you collaborate. It's really the people of this community that sent me to first represent them 10 years ago in the legislature, sent me back in 2006, again in 2008, and tonight again in 2010. I thank our campaign team, our chairman, Michael McNulty. Michael and Lolly Almquist, our treasurer, one Democrat, and Jeff Rogers and the folks at the State Democratic Party who worked so hard to make tonight a success. I want to thank our Steering and Finance Committee, many that you've seen here tonight, that again, from conservative to liberal, folks that have stood with me for several years to help support me and make sure that I understand exactly what's going on in this community and can fight to be the voice of the people of Southern Arizona. But especially, I want to thank our campaign team. We have the best campaign team in the whole country. Absolutely awesome job led by the incredible Rod McLeod, our deputy, Jennifer Cox. And the other, folks that we have, from young to old and everywhere in between. Again, this is a success for all of us, really, tonight. Tonight's victory is no accident. Even when we saw so many other fine candidates across the country lose on Tuesday night. Many candidates who stood up to 8 years of poor economic and other types of policy decisions. Tonight is different for us, because our victory tonight is not an accident. We built this campaign specifically focusing on the real solutions to real problems that are facing the people of Southern Arizona. I love Arizona. This has always been my home and will always be my home. I love the richness and the diversity of the communities have. That is why I do my job. I do this job so that I can help protect our seniors from Cochise County to Green Valley, Sierra Vista, and Oro Valley. I do this job so that I can work to make Medicare and Social Security stronger.
Yes.
And ensure that it will be there. I do this job so that I can ensure that Southern Arizona will have a path forward with new types of jobs, Jobs based on math and science, based on skills they learned at the University of Arizona. Solar jobs, because new energy really is our future here. And if we can reach out and grab that grassroots, we can use the solar and be the global leader. I do this job so I can fight for public schools. I'm a product of our public education system. I'm here because of the public schools, and I want to make sure that this public education system, including the University of Arizona, continues to be here for all the young people that are growing up in our community. So that I can do this job, the men and women who put their lives on the line for us. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, like Brian Colfad, who I'm so honored. Fort Huachuca, the 162nd, for those who go out and fight for us. I want to be there to fight for them. So that I can be here for the ranchers in Cochise County, the men and women who are most directly affected by the border, the residents in Cochise County, the folks that are living in Sierra Vista and Naco, and of course in Bisbee. And yes, so that we can actually finally fix our broken immigration laws. So we're going back to Congress. We're going to go back next week. We've got a lot of work to do, and I just want to assure you that we're doing this together. We're doing it as Democrats, we're doing it as Republicans, as independents, again, and libertarians, greens, vegetarians, the whole thing. This is what this campaign has been about. It's been about different voices working for real solutions to extremely complex problems that we face in a changing world. I thank all of you so much for everything you've done to make tonight's victory possible. This was not easy, but we've got a lot more work to do, and I promise you that I will keep standing up for the people of Southern Arizona.